Hello, everybody. Welcome to Rankings. Round of applause.
What are we doing rankings, Dan?
Everyone's clacking for no reason. Woo! All right. The idea of rankings is a host has to get the rest of the people to rank a certain set of question, basically, and convince the host that their list is correct. So, for example, which will be the first round, out of every member in Donthink, you write your list of 3, the top, second, and third. The scenario is a very sexy, beautiful, voluptuous woman walking down the street. We've all performed at an event and we've all come out of the venue, and there's a beautiful, voluptuous woman, exactly however you picture her. Who has the worst game?
The worst game.
Yeah,
from worst,
in
from worst to
Donthink.
best? Or from
You have
best
to come up with the very last, the second last, and the third last. Who would have the worst chance of picking up this lovely lady?
Okay, are we taking into account the people that are also married? Like, is that also in
No,
this scenario?
okay, in this scenario,
We are all
everyone
single.
is single. Everyone's single
we're
and
all
hungry.
single.
Who has the worst game?
Okay.
All right, and we'll have a little timer. Oh, what the fuck is that? Is that your game? We do your game again?
Who's...
Mental.
Come to me, pretty girl.
Yeah, who's got the worst game?
Wait,
And
wait.
I'll give you all like a minute to actually explain your
I
list.
don't need this
What
minute.
do you want? Ink, what do you want? What's up?
Fun.
What's up, man?
Playing game. Just playing game.
You'll have to just sit and listen.
just
Alright,
playing
no,
game.
I'm good. You carry on, Ink. You carry on.
We're playing game.
Okay, there we go. I'll go backwards. You got to convince me. Okay, Frosty, why is your wait? Is everyone's list different?
Me and Frosty's is pretty
I think so.
Yo, I need to know, why am I first in these lists? You know? I'm first in these lists. Don't make
You're
me look
leading,
Yo,
bro. You're
you'll
winning.
find out
You're
in the video.
winning.
You'll find out in the video. You'll find out in the
I
video.
mean, you could
Yo,
stay and
I
play
got-
the game with us for next round if you
Yeah,
want.
I'm down now. I'm free.
Okay,
You're winning. You're winning.
Okay, so first up, Frosty, explain why your ranking is Fern, Inky, and then you for if a sexy woman came around the corner, who has the least game?
Do you know the funniest thing is I agree. That's good.
Well, Fern is an
That's
obvious
good.
because Fern will be drunk on milk, probably.
Yeah, oi. Cheers to that.
That's a leak. That's
He'll be like milk babying around. And just
Yeah.
useless. He'll probably just go like get really tired and just go home.
You're like,
He'll
yo,
just do
mommy,
that.
mommy, can I have some milk?
And then Inky's just like 60. Really foreign.
Jesus Christ.
He'll make like he'll just make like dad jokes and it'll just be useless. And then
Yeah, all right.
I'm just grim.
But not as grim as Inky, all right? Okay. All right. KBA, explain your list.
So I've got the same 3 names. Right. So I actually think Inky's a pretty good looking guy. However, I think the moment he opens his mouth, it's done.
Didn't know you were gay.
I think the moment he opens his mouth, he's fucking like anything he says is over. So he'd have to do it completely silent.
Like
which-
my
He'll
thing.
look all sexy walking up, and then he'll be like, "Want to go arcade or scooter?"
yeah, exactly. And at that point, it's GG. Frosty, like he needs to have at least a 2 meter a 2 meter radius away from anyone he's picking up, due to odor. And Fern just won't even try. Like he'll just be there, like, yeah, you're right, and then I'll be that.
Yeah, you're right.
Like he said that sentence before.
All right. Hostess, what's your list about then?
Well, Fern for obvious reasons. Fern doesn't go outside.
All right, yeah. Doesn't see the sun. All right.
Yeah. Brandon, I don't know. I feel like Brandon, just statistically, due to his height, perhaps,
Okay.
just midgeting out a little, and and myself, just I think I would just start either showing her pictures of like my bodily parts or like eating something or
Yeah.
I don't know.
Nah,
Probably
you,
eating
I feel,
boggle.
like,
The
I
art-
feel like Brandon's a good one actually. He probably just like show.
I think you
his
just talk
running-
about
he'll just-
running.
Yeah, he'll just show his running times and really talk about them a lot.
All right.
I recently did a 15k with an average time of 4:30 per kilometer.
Yeah, and she's gone.
Yeah, she's run faster than Brandon.
Yeah, she'll beat the time as well.
Yeah.
All right, Jim, what's your list about, mate?
So the first one for me is fun because you just be like that.
It'll just be a prick.
All right.
Second one is Frosty because. Third one is Brandon because he'd probably just do autistic things in the street and be like, "Oh, yo, I've got a scooter. You want to see it?" And
He
yeah.
would tail whip him. He would tail whip.
Okay.
He would tail whip.
All right.
I need to understand the Fred. The Fred
And then-
reasoning is interesting.
And then Inky, what's up? What's up with your list then?
First of all, Frosty is in my top because he will try to convince his girl not to go to bed but go to bar and ask, "Can you buy me a pint and food, please?"
We let Inky cook for too long. He thought of that. He thought of that for a while.
Yeah. Frosty will just ask for a fiver.
And Fred will just always crying about everything. "Oh, why are you so tall? Why you having so big boobs? Oh."
All right.
Yeah, fuck Freddy Miss.
That's good.
Little clap for everyone, please. That was very good. Okay.
You know, actually, this is. I think we're having fun at other people's expense, but I'm enjoying it, so I don't care.
Okay, I will
It's our own
give.
expense.
It's
Who
true.
gave me good vibes? Good vibes only.
Are you going off of who is you're most convinced by and who has the best list?
The most convincing argument. I'm going in neutral minded. I'm giving a point to KBA.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you convinced me. Big up. I want to give a bonus half point though to Inky.
Yeah, I think Inky. I thought Inky was gonna take it, to be honest.
Yeah, very convincing stuff. So half a point to Inky.
GG. Guys, I need to go, unfortunately, so I can't continue.
Bye.
All
And
right.
a bit.
Stay safe.
Bye.
Don't die. God
Bye.
love kisses.
I've actually got a funny one. There's no way of gauging this, so I'm excited to hear your convincing argument.
Okay.
All right, here's the question. 5 members right there. Best to worst pilots.
Okay. Best being number 1 and worst being number 5.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
You just need to rank the pilots from top to bottom, and then you need to give me a... Oh, and also, I mean, Epos isn't a Donthink member, really, but he's our mate and that.
He's in the list.
Okay.
Send them one by one, all right? So starting with Osis, send and explain.
So the best would clearly be Rob. Rob, vehicle gamer, right?
People suck. Both of them. Oh my god, AirPods!
He has the ability to do that, so that'll be clearly him. Not even an argument. Don't even have to convince you because you know I'm right. 2, KBA. Those blue eyes could pierce the skies. You know what I mean? Fred.
My eyes
Fred
are
is
black then, yeah?
Fred is just simply better than you and I, and he's better than you simply for the reason that you are completely cursed with anything technologically involved in any way, shape, or form. The plane would have a blue screen or something while you're flying it. It would be a nightmare. The hard drive would like fucking break or something. Something would unplug,
Right.
and I can't see. So
All right,
I'd be the worst.
nice. All right, next up, Jim, let's hear your list. Send and explain.
All right, first one, Epos again, of course, because I feel like if I go in his car, I would have to like commentate his lines because he's just too good at driving. For the rest, it's pretty simple. I just went by age order because dads have more facilities to drive their kids. So basically, Fred will drive
Not
Osis
driving.
and
None of us have
Yeah.
kids.
yeah,
They're not
but
driving either.
All right, nice argument.
yeah.
Next up, Frosty.
All right.
Whoa.
This at first because I think he's just like when something is presented to him that's kind of like a relic of technology, like a plane or something.
Oh, the Boeing,
I just think like he'll just take it really seriously and he'll just love it because it's like rustic a bit and it's a profession. And then
Okay.
Rob is just Rob. Like he'll just Rob. He'll just be good and professional. Fred is pretty sane, so he'll be alright.
All
Get the
right.
job done. We'll get to A to B. KBA will just get distracted, I think.
He looks like he's taken offense to that.
No, I have myself in the same spot. I'm just curious about the Osis first, more than anything else.
Yeah, I think KBA will just get distracted and then just bored of it. And then he
Yeah.
might crash and die. And then Dan
Yeah.
will get really bored. and probably crash because it's funny.
All right. Okay. I'm so convinced, man. Nice. All right. All right, KBA. Let's see what you got.
So I actually have the exact same list as Jimmy.
Oh wow.
But my reasoning is different. So
Okay.
Epos is the Trackmania king. He's basically a professional controller user at this point. And
Yeah.
I'm sure he could find a controller to use a plane with. So that'll do well. Fred is the type of guy to be like overly responsible. Like he won't let anything go down to like any kind of chance. He'll also be too afraid of getting cancelled, so he won't even like try and cause turbulence for a laugh.
Okay.
Dan will be kind of similar to Fred, but like slightly less like feeling of responsibility. Like he'll just do it. He'll get the job done. Osis is just like a pure menace in disguise. He's also visually impaired. The guy will fucking do like a wheelbarrow and like he won't give a fuck. Like he'll go to Croatia and like try and hit a mountain or something.
Okay.
And I can't even drive a car, so I'm not sure how I'm supposed to fucking operate a plane with hundreds of people in it.
All right.
And also, I am visually impaired. I just don't wear glasses.
Got it. Okay. Okay. All right.
That's why you go for the mingers.
All right. And now Fern.
Fuck.
So weirdly, I actually have the exact same list as Frosty. So my reason is Osis number one, because oftentimes the technology on planes is from the 70s and 80s, and he'll cream over that. So he'll just be like, "Oh, I seen this on something. Well, I know how to fly now, right?" So he'll get us there, like no issue. Rob, because he's got precision brain. Fred, I just think that like the only thing that he has going is he was born around the same time the instrumentation was implemented. So he's got like
Bro.
a bit of a bonus there. Kebab, because he's slightly visually impaired and he just doesn't wear glasses, because I knew that. So
You did know that.
he'll just, it won't help us get home. And then
Me
Dan-
below the visually impaired. Nice. So.
Yeah, because you thought it would be all right to microwave your phone.
All right.
I've got to say, I didn't know it was about planes. I thought it was just
What did you
cars.
think it was?
I mean, in French, pilot means for.
You thought it was a
Oh,
car.
like driver.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's stands
Guys,
for
why do we have
plane and
guys? Why do we
drive.
have foreigners in this group? It's
So-
unbelievable.
French people.
If you thought it was a car, and I've got my license for 10 years, and Epos doesn't have a license. Oh yes,
Yeah, but
I'm such a winning driver.
the
Let's
difference-
go.
That's why I was
It's
thinking.
not just
'cause
a
you said
driver, it's a
Epos is
pilot.
clearly the best driver. He doesn't even drive.
It's not about just driving, it's being a pilot, like.
No, listen, right? Don't
Driver
worry. The ones that
in a
have
race.
Epos high, which is
Drives
all
the
of you,
games.
I'm very convinced because it is like precision, you know, and he's like precision of a surgeon at this point. So I'm convinced there. I'm also convinced with me at the bottom. I'd have had myself high because I'm a good driver of a car, by the way, Jim. So shut the
Autopilot
fuck
won't
up,
work for
mate.
you.
I'll have you know, mate. Look, all I need to say is Fern. Remember,
Can you just shit on
pulling up.
Jimmy's list?
I'm pulling up in fucking Cardine, 20 miles into my parking space. Says it all. End of.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
You'd
It's the
click the
fastest I've
autopilot
ever
button and the
been.
wing would fall off.
It's the fastest I've ever been in an underground car park into a parking space in my life.
Listen, if it was a car, I'm all right. I'm a good driver, but I like your arguments on the plane, and there's a clear winner for this one. Actually, I just want you to know, is the argument was very clear to me. So I'm going to give 2 points because of how clear Otis was.
That's fair, yeah.
You see that? That's what you call fucking foreign intelligence.
He pulled up the fact that I'm technologically cursed, which is completely true, and it convinced me that I will be rock bottom of the list. And then he just stared at the camera and said, "I'm visually impaired. I'm last."
Nice. We could do the same 5 people and then just
Nice, I'm
change
going
up.
now. Adios.
In a
All
bit.
right, in a bit.
Okay, so you've all gotten the new iPhone 15. Whose iPhone breaks the first and whose iPhone breaks the last?
You'll never see me dead with an iPhone.
Okay, fine. You got the new fucking. What's a piece of technology that everyone
on.
wants?
Hang on, I'm watching an important video.
Right.
I know who it is.
I know this one.
Oh, it's fucking
Okay,
bad, right?
you've all gotten the latest phone that you wanted,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
It's the same phone, so it's not like don't account for technological differences.
I understand.
Who's most likely to break it first to last
In this call.
in this call, out of you 4 and me as well?
I can't think with
This
Hang
song
on, Tom. Alright.
Just turn the volume off.
Oh yeah.
I'm watching music.
Meanwhile, that's happening. Let me just go.
Lasting the longest in what state?
That's a good
In pristine condition?
Do you want to say the screen breaks?
Just the
No,
screen
let's just
cracking.
do like a
What?
a mid to major break happens.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah. Like it's up to your interpretation. Whatever works in your case works.
Alright.
So, Dan, I want to see your list and go through why.
Okay. Well, I'm first because I put phones in the microwave. All right.
I'll do it.
Second, I would go KBA. I think we're a responsible 5 if it was upon the entire Don't Think rankings, to be honest. Well, I think KBA lives quite a lifestyle kind of thing. So I think it would be like early 20 lifestyle related phone break. It would be something like a night out. It would be under funny conditions, the phone breaks. That's the way I'm thinking about that one. Casper, hear me, right? I think we break our phones after 2 years, unfortunately. I think Osis comes next. He's the first one that has a rational break. It'll be actually he's been forced to do something funny. The phone got broke. Next up is Fern. Fern's aware of the price of the phone, so he therefore makes a copious effort to keep it in good condition. It ends up breaking out of pure natural reasoning, but he doesn't beat Jim because Jim will go to efforts to make sure that that phone remains pristine. He will get one of those little duster cloths and use it on the weekends, and that phone will last till 2049.
Fair. All right, next up, Fern. Hit us with the list.
Alright, I'm going to counter that. Jim breaks his phone first, right?
Whoa.
And the way that he does it is he's recording a funny video and then his phone is like leant up against something or he's holding it out the car window or something like that. Then it breaks and he's like, you want to see something funny? And then it'll just be his phone falling like 20 foot. Kebab, because of he'll be out on the lash and then that's it. Good night. Danish, put you third because I feel like
My name's fucking Dan.
I feel like you're.
Oh, you're referring to me.
I feel like you'll make an effort not to break it, even though you did microwave it. You know what I mean? You'll protect it from getting broken. Me down there, because I've never broken one in my life. And then Osis last, because he won't break it. It will just get a little bit more and more deteriorated. And then it'll be... There's a video that I sent him, and we agreed it's going to be him. Someone's phone touchscreen stopped working, so they bring a mouse with them everywhere to use their phone.
Laten zien hoe? Ja, oké.
So
Alright.
it'll be him. Like, it won't break, he'll just keep it running.
Okay, yeah, cool. Jim.
So, first one, I put Osis because if one day his phone works, probably the next day he will just swallow it or something and it will not work as well anymore.
Okay.
Swallow the phone.
Then I put him second because he told me his fucking mic stand just blew up for some reason, so I don't know what else can blow up. But,
It did.
With
blow
noise
up, yeah.
career. Boom. KBA, I put you third because I don't know. For me, you're at the middle of the pack because the rest is coming. So you'll see. I put myself fourth because I don't often break my phone, but I put shorts or pants with big pockets. So it tends to fall quite often. And I've broke some screens before. And Dan, I've put him fifth because he's never gonna break it. He has his phone like this. And he can even close it on top like that. So
Oh, he's got the mom case.
he's got the
He's got
mom
the
case
dad
indeed.
case.
Exactly. Yeah. So there's no
Wait,
way
Dan,
he breaks
do you
it.
have the mom from 2010 case?
I have the black flip lever.
You have the
dad
mom from
case.
2010.
Yeah.
It's the dad
It's
case.
the mom
If it's
case.
black, it's the dad case.
Oh, it's the
Look,
dad
yeah.
one. Okay.
When he takes the picture, he has to do this.
Okay, that's wow. Okay. All right. Os.
So, Dan would put it in an air fryer or a convection oven or a regular oven or any sort of appliance that you would heat your food in, just at all. I would fall in a river with mine, as I did with my actual phone. Funnily enough, actually, the power. I've explained this to you. The power button doesn't work to turn on and off the screen, so I have to have a bound to hold volume up. Right? Funny story. The volume buttons, the hooks that hold the volume buttons into the phone broke. Right? So the volume button kept falling out. So now it's held on by a bit of tape there. And
This is what I mean.
and
His phone will go
and
forever.
also the fact that the power button doesn't work. If it ever runs out of battery, I have to pull the phone apart. I have to take it apart, and I have to unscrew the motherboard and lift the corner, and take off a piece of tape. Hold the contact down, it'll start booting. I have to put the tape back in quickly without touching the contact again, because then it'll keep boot looping.
And you
And
ranked
then-
me above this.
But it works. I didn't microwave mine.
That's the thing.
Fine.
His will work forever because he just keeps it going. It's unbelievable.
Right. After
it'll
that,
never
kebab.
break.
Kebab you'll be out, you'll be drinking, having a good time. You'll be taking a picture with a lass or something, and you'll fucking sneeze, and it'll fly away or something. You'll break it. Fern, I think Fern takes pretty good care of all of his gear.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Especially this one where the screen's coming off.
yeah, but that's very old. It's the same as mine. Like
That's good.
he takes care of it to an extent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Jim, I didn't know how Jim treats his phone, so I put him last because I just didn't know.
Fair.
So I think Jim would just never break it.
Oh, this one's hard, you know. I have to say, if I'm gonna eliminate one off the bat, it would be yours, Jim, because you described how you broke multiple screens
Yeah.
and then put yourself fourth.
Yeah, little cracks.
Right. That.
My
They
screen
still
isn't
work.
cracked. My screen is not cracked.
It's the same. Same as me.
It's been in the river.
Bro, his button
I've-
doesn't work.
I actually think I'm gonna go with Fern's list because as Osa started speaking, Fern's list made sense.
That's what I'm saying.
It is kind of crazy how we did predict that, and I think overall the list does make sense.
I like that. That was good. Good play. Good play.
Alright, came here and
Well
won.
played, mate. By the way, may I just add, other than the funny microwave, I've never broke a phone.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, I think you'll make an effort.
Did you
to
have a
not
video of
break
that?
it. Yeah, it was just a.
Well, I did.
For a split second, right?
No, it wasn't even a video. It was a Discord call. You was in
Oh, nice.
Discord with us, and you was like, you
God,
didn't say
it fucking smelt. God, open up that microwave door. Smell like fucking urethane.
it was like, oh, what am I gonna do this then? Am I? And then just shut the door, and he was like, oh yeah, that's funny. And then saw it turn on. Like the light came on, and the phone started moving. It was on for about 1 second, and then he left the call, and was like, right, that's that. That's that. Then,
Yeah,
isn't
well, in reality, you're never going to see that footage again.
it? No.
Rare footage.
Yeah.
You've seen a phone on in a microwave that's on.
Yeah.
That's rare.
All right, let's do one more.
I'm gonna
See, that
dip
was-
before one more. Like, comment, subscribe, join, post the Reddit underneath.
Haters.
Oh wait, are we recording this?
The three most unluckiest members of Donthink.
Okay.
So, Jim.
All right. First of all, my first criteria I'm going to talk about is the age. Unlucky guys, you're old. But I'll put Inky first because, unlucky he has to move out in a different country and stuff like that. It's just facts.
It's just a fact.
It's just facts. Hops outwards.
Then I put Dan. Let me try to remember why I put him second. Whoa. I don't remember. That was a long time ago. I wrote this actually.
It's like 2 minutes ago, bro.
Let me go to Fred first. I put Fred third because he's losing some progress on his hairline. And
Bro.
so I'm sorry about that for him.
It was fucking Sunday roast dinner.
Because he's bald.
Oh yeah, for Dan, he used to be unlucky and then he moved out with Teresa. Yeah, because there was someone else in there.
Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. Next up, KVA. Let's hear it.
Okay, my list is just basically based off of like who's most likely to just have like random weird shitty event happen to them. And I feel like Jimmy is just like occasionally, yeah, my car broke down. And then it's just like he can't turn up to like a fucking shoot and it's just because like some random shit's just happened to him. And maybe this is just because like Fern has a tendency to, at least he used to have a tendency to complain a lot. But I do feel like there's quite often a lot of bad things that happen to Fern. Yeah, like his house caught on fire.
Yeah. True.
Oh shit.
Yeah, why the fuck was he complaining about that?
And then his roof was missing for like.
Yeah, his roof was missing. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, Fern is up there for sure. And then Osis, because like, and this is mostly like because of beatboxing, but I feel like Osis is actually doing sick stuff. And then like the one time he makes a sick track, it results in him having to battle Zeka or Papito Bananito. And then it's just like, yeah, well, get fucked, I guess, for making a good track.
It do be like that.
All right, I hear you. Go on, Osis.
Inky is a war criminal, extradited, pushed out, completely cut off from his family. They're struggling, dying. Hopefully not. All his gear, but still back there. Awful situation. Unlucky. Charles, life situations that were poor outside of his control, and then he just made it worse. So I feel like the initial spark of Charles' downfall was not self-inflicted. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? I'm fucking sweating a little bit. Jim is unlucky because
he's French.
Oh.
and
That is
anyone
true.
and to have that nationality must like my condolences, Jimmy. It must be really tough.
Right.
French, because we don't like you.
True.
Just your nationality in general, most of us probably can agree in this call.
Can we?
We don't like the kebab.
Yeah, I don't like the French. Fuck the French.
Yeah,
Have you
I don't-
met a
fuck
French
the French.
person that you're like, wow, I really like them?
Well, maybe
Yeah.
Jim. If
Yeah,
Jim was
actually-
do you know what? If Jim wasn't French,
Yeah, listen, Jim had to be nationality nerfed because, or else
Yeah.
he'd be too likable.
or else Jim would probably be God if he wasn't French.
Yeah, but like, have you met fucking Puddle? Fuck me.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
those are my 3 points.
All right. Well, I am not convinced about the French one. I don't know. I like them, and I'm also part French.
How much?
Well, it's by unique circumstance that my granddad on my dad's side is part French. My granddad on my mum's side is part French. So I don't know what it makes me.
25%?
I don't know.
Quarter French.
I don't know something.
Fucking hell.
Anyway, our most convincing argument, coincidentally, was probably the Frenchman. So I give it to Jimmy.
So you're telling
It
me that
was
Fern's
dry.
house catching on fire is not more unlucky?
No, I say that is a bad circumstance, but if I summarize his life and situation, he's probably somewhere in the middle, I would say. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Oh yeah.
Stay safe. Don't die. God love. Kisses.
Bye.
You fucking dirty animal.